What is the importance of mental health? Why should we prioritize it so much?
Okay. So before I talk about the importance of mental health as a whole, I would like to talk about these two terms individually, that is mental and health. To talk about health first, uh, WHO, which is the international regulating body of public health standards, it basically talks about health in terms of a state of complete mental, physical, and social well-being, and not merely an absence of disease or infirmity. So what I'm trying to say with this definition, when I take the word health, only health into consideration, is that when each of the three words, that is mental, physical, and social health, enjoy the equal priority or the proportionate, description in the term, in the definition of the term health, then what is it stops us from paying equal attention to the word mental in this definition? It's only physical health that catches much of our attention.
Yes.
Even when we are, even when in the general purview, when we meet somebody, we are more often trying to focus on the physical health of the individual by trying to ask that how are your pains, you had, you weren't well with fever. So it's basically eliciting information or well-being about the individual in the physical sense. In the process of communication, both the speaker and the listener, I think, are uncomfortable when any of us, like for instance, if the speaker is even willing to talk about the mental health concern to the individual who's in close touch of the other. So in the process of communication, I think both the speaker and the listener would be uncomfortable to talk about mental health concern, thinking what the other person would think, or thinking that, oh, he or she is so mentally weak that they can't even solve their mental problems. So this is the place, or this is the thing that leads to the seeping of the stigma, or the stigma coming into picture, as a result of which everybody, no matter they would want to share, and everybody is going through certain kind of stresses, I think, which uh, are causing a toll on the emotional or the mental health of the individual, and they can definitely speak about it, but they hold themselves back because of the stigma. So
Yes.
here was my attention to the word health. Now to talk about the word mental. What is the word mental when taken, plainly? It is something relating to the mind. And when we try to replace the word that follow, or the suffixes to the word mental, for instance, if I'm to say mental abilities, mental power, mental strength, so mental mathematics, when we look at these words, they basically tend to elicit something related to positive aspects of these. For instance, if we say that the child is very good in mental mathematics, what are we trying to focus on? The positives. But as soon as we replace the suffixes to the word mental, that is mental health, mental illness, mental problems, everything from positive changes to negative. Why such negative connotations to the word mental? So mental is anything that is relating to your mind, and we as individuals, I think it is something that differentiates us from the animals, that all our mental faculties, be it thinking, reasoning, planning, problem solving, judgment, insight, language, everything, it is related to your mind. If something is going wrong with it, then what stops us from taking help for it?
Yes.
Throughout our lives, we work on the concept of scaffolding, which we come across in Vygotsky's theory. So this concept basically talks about that, as a child, or throughout our lives, when we don't know anything and we want to seek support, we get that help from somebody. And as soon as we begin to master a skill, that support is withdrawn from us gradually. So that is the concept of scaffolding. For instance, if a child is learning how to hold a pencil or to walk, read, write, the primary caregiver will help the child to attain these skills. And as soon as the primary caregiver sees that the child is beginning to master these skills, they'll begin to withdraw support. So here, this is an example of scaffolding. So when I talk about this, what stops us from seeking support or help for these mental faculties when something goes wrong with it? Why not also take this concept of scaffolding to our concept of mental health, mental problem, or mental illness when actually help is available? What
Yes.
stops us?
Yes.
So, to talk about this term as a whole, the importance of mental health is basically that, anything that happens to our mental faculties, it totally incapacitates the individual in the sense that he or she is incapable of carrying out the daily routine activities. There are interferences in their social, occupational, and personal functioning. So there is nothing left with the individual to carry out in ways of what is normal. And definitely treatment modalities are available, then why not resort to them?